Welcome to Mishna study Masachet Pesachim Perek Chayt Mishnah Chayt. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss some people who may eat their Korban Pesach at night. And who are these people and who is not allowed? So remember, we spoke about an onen. An onen is someone who is, one of his 7 relatives passed away and he needs to bury them. Right? That day he's considered an onen. Right? Until he takes care of now that evening, right? There's Aninut Laila is Drabanan. Right, that evening is already midrabanan. Now, are you allowed to go ahead and eat Korban Pesach, or are you allowed to eat other kodashim when you are an onen? So, when it comes to even, let's start with the pasuk. Right, where do we know from? Nadav and Avihu. When Nadav and Avihu die, right? What does Aaron what does Aaron say? Right? Ve'achalti hatata yom hayita b'nei Hashem. Right? Today is not going to be good and favorable in God's eyes. So we see you cannot eat a korban pesach. You can have a korban. You can have kodashim when someone is in onen. But when it comes to pesach, which is bekaret, so we're allowed to eat when you're allowed to eat when there's aninut rabbanan. Right? When it's only aninut midrabanan. Now, achilat kodashim, though, a regular korban, even during aninut rabbanan, is not allowed because it's only a mitzvah aseh, right? It's not bekaret. Now, in general, we have to just know that the onen will have to do tevilah first in order to, according to Rambam, to remove him from that thought process that he was in, to just get him out of his avelut, and he's not going to be obligated, right? In bringing the Korban Pesach that evening, unless the person died, right, after Hatzot, right, because he was already obligated in the Korban Pesach. When Hatzot, the middle of the day came, if he's not an onen, right, no one died, he's a regular person, he plans on going about and bringing his Korban Pesach that evening, right, the obligation fell upon him already, now he's going to have to take care of it. But let's say one of his relatives passed away earlier than Hatzot, then he's considered an onen mideoraita at the time when he needs to bring the korban. In that case, he's obviously going to be pushed off until Pesach Sheni because he's not allowed to bring a korban for someone who is an onen, right? He's just not fit because of his animut. So onen, if you have an onen, tovel ve'ochel et pischo la'erev, right? I'm reading the Mishnah now. An onen could dip and eat from his Pesach in the evening. Again, so what are we talking about? Aninut rabbanan, right? Because in the evening is no longer an onen, and you have to say over here that the person, person now obligated, is obligated because aninut is only rabbanan, and he's obligated to bring the korban pesach that evening, right? Tips to separate him from his aninut, and then he could eat the korban pesach that evening. But not kodashim, not a regular korban as we mentioned, right? Because it's only in mitzvah. That's it. It's not bekaret. A shomeh al meto, the person found out that someone passed away, right? He wasn't in close proximity. They didn't have the technology that we have today. He finds out a few weeks later that one of his relatives passed away. So now he has to become an avil. Someone gathers the bones, right? A lot of times they would bury a temporary burial, and then they would regather those bones. And that day, right, again, that person has the status of an onen. Tovel ve'ochel b'kodashim. He could dip and eat kodashim. Now, a ger shenitgayar erev pesachim, a ger that converted on erev pesach. Okay, so Bet Shammai, Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel. Bet Shammai omrim tovel ve'ochel pischo la'erev. You could dip and eat your korban pesach in the evening. Bet Hillel omrim poresh min ha'olah keporesh min ha'kever. If someone separates himself from the foreskin, right, when you got to brit milah, it's as if he separated from the grave, and he would have to wait 7 days, right, before he could go ahead and have a korban. What's this, right? So machlokes Bet Shammai Bet Hillel is really specific to a ger, to a convert, meaning Bet Hillel is not going to say if a Jew who never got a brit milah for some reason, whatever it may have been, maybe sick or maybe whatnot, and he's he's already older and he decides to get a brit milah at a Pesach, right? Bet Hillel is going to say, oh no. It's as if he is poresh min ha'kever. It's as if he just separated himself from the dead, and he'd have to also wait 7 days. Now, the machlokes with the Bet Shammai Bet Hillel is specific to a ger, a convert, because what may happen, the concern could be, according to Bet Hillel, there's a concern that he may have been yesterday, right? He may have came in contact with a dead body, and he's going to think, oh, I went ahead, the 14th, I got a Brit Milah, and I had a Korban Pesach the next day. Look, even if I come in contact with dead body, I could have a Korban the following day. But he won't realize that he wasn't Tameh because he wasn't Jewish then. So the Tumah didn't fall upon him. So that's why Bet Hillel have this gezerah because of this convert worrying about what may be the case next year. And that's why Bet Hillel says, no, if someone's Poresh Minah, it's left the Poresh Minah Kever, and they need to wait 7 days before they bring a Korban Pesach. That wraps up the 8th Perek. And next Perek, we're going to start speaking about someone who is at a distance. Derech Rechokah, they are far away. What's considered far away? That's Patur from Korban Pesach.